because I forgot to open this before hitting the go button. Okay, so while I'm over here cutting this with my knife, let me tell you, captions are, whoa, it was almost my finger right there, finger. Captions are auto-generated. While I am your weird friend, I don't always say the weird things that the captions say that I say. We're going to have a couple of giveaways. Just trying to get this ready and not be so loud. So, we are making a French onion chicken bake. It will be in the new Season's Best Cookbook that's coming out for fall. Ouch, broke my nail. That will be, I'm going to put this over here. What day? Friday the 1st. Okay. Have a couple things I want to get done. So I have one large onion, thinly sliced, that needs to go in the oven. When I say oven, that's a loose term because what I mean is air fryer, because I discovered that one of our new pieces that you can purchase Friday, September 1st is this little baker, and I discovered earlier that it fits in the air fryer. You just got to be kind of careful with it. So, I'm pretty excited about it. I don't have a trash bag, and I'm a little bit upset about that. Okay, we got our onion peeled. We're going to move it out the way. On the other side of our phone, so we don't have extra clutter. I'll deal with it here in a little bit. At least it's kind of all intact. So this recipe calls for fresh thyme. I had a smidgen left. I say smidgen, I actually had a lot, but I don't like messing with it, and I don't have the herb keeper. So it has a little thing that'll pull it off the stem. I don't have that. It's kind of a pain in the rump otherwise. So I need to get that, and it's on sale, so I should really get it. We'll see. Okay. Put my garlic back down in there. So this calls for butter, 2 tablespoons. And on one of them, it's like mix it up with the thyme. So I have the thyme. I don't have a ton of thyme. I don't really care because I have herb butter. So I alter recipes a little because I know my taste. Sometimes they don't turn out the best. So when I mess them up. Like I did mess one up real bad once. Okay. This is going away as of August 31st. Guess what today is? Okay, we're gonna peel our garlic clove. You hear it squishy, crunchy. Okay, is it peeled? Did I get her peeled? I didn't. So let's roll her again. I'm trying not to flip it. Like I'm just trying to rub it loose. Here's some. Usually peels super good, see? So we're peeled, all peeled. That's a big old clove, yo. So if you have the garlic press, you don't necessarily have to peel it. You can press it. Now sometimes, you can press it through the peel and then you can pull the peel out. Did you know that messes bug me? Okay, we're gonna move this mess over here. Okay. So when you do that, you do lose a little bit of garlic, I feel like, just a smidge, but you can also press lots of cloves. And if I remember correctly, garlic pressing is more flavorful than the slicing and the mincing of garlic. We are going to prep this onion. Try not to cry. And I'm going to mandolin it. Well, shots. I think it's in the other dishwasher. Over on the other side again because I was not prepared for this. I just assumed that I put it up and it was in there, and it was not. So, on the last day of our sale, I'm going to show you the Flex Plus. That is, I believe, $110 off. Y'all, I'm going from memory. It's not always the best when I go from memory, but I am fairly certain that's the case. Go know to get the jar for. It's for my little baby potatoes that have been heated and cooled. There's a benefit to cooled potatoes. I don't remember all the details. I just know it's better for your belly. Okay. We're going to prep mandolin these. I'm going to cut them pretty thin. I'm going to go, yeah, because I want them to cook fast. And then I'm going to thriller them. So, we're going to super slow. So when I say thriller, like think French fry, but thin French fry. And then I'm gonna try not to cry. Here we go. Scooby Snacks. This is loud. My apologies. I'm gonna try to be fast. Oh, I was like, where'd that come from? Because I have some over there propping up some tiles, you know, construction 101. Just use a butter knife, even though it's not like the same thickness all the way through. Neither is the level of my countertop. Okay. Oh, the stoneware over there makes it a little extra loud. Okay, we're gonna lay you right there. Let's put this in. We're almost done with our loud onions. Haven't tried yet. Tell me. Okay, I started to do that before getting on here, but y'all, I want to show you the things and how they work. So, let me get a paper towel, because we got juices. I can see it oozling right there. Okay, so this is our large onion. There's a little bit in the top, and I'm just trying to shake it out. There we go. I think I'm actually done with it. Typically, I try to, if I'm going to be mandling anything, I want to prep most of whatever it is vegetable-wise that I have when I get that mandolin out. Not because of the pain, it's just, it's loud, and I just like to get her done and be done with it for the week if I can, or a few days. But today, that beats slicing up an onion, although I think I might cry soon. So we're using a square baker. I'm gonna move my lid. We'll just stick it over here on the stove. Now, I got dirt. Okay. This recipe calls for preheat my oven. It's the air fryer, so I'm not preheating. Place the onion, water, and 1 tablespoon of the butter and pepper in the stone square baker. Bake uncovered 25 minutes. I honestly don't think it's going to take that long in the air fryer. So that's my tablespoon of garlic herb butter. I buy Kerrygold garlic and herb butter. You can buy it by the stick. I will, does it just say pepper? Okay. So we'll do that. And then it calls for some toast toward the end, which is why we made beer bread earlier. And if you missed it, beer bread is more like a batter. Whoa, y'all, I might actually end up crying. It's like a batter, and it's not like smooth, knead the dough, anything. You dump beer in the mix. Add some cheese if you want. Add some butter because it makes it delicious and seemingly softer on the top. It's not the smoothest. I think it's pretty because I know what it tastes like. So, let's move that over. We're going to stir. There we go. I'm going to throw some black pepper in here. I am not a pepper fan. I'll still use it, but I don't love it. Use the back of this knife. Scrape that off. Scrape that off. Okay. So, pepper grinder. There we go. Is that all? Square baker, butter, water, uncovered 25 minutes. So I'm going to put this on 15 and see how that goes. Now I am going to say, this is our mess catcher, like bacon doodad that goes with the, that you can get to go with the air fryer. Whoa, my eyes. You have to lift these. When my discovery earlier, you have these little rotisserie doodads in the air fryer. You want these handles a little above that, and metal can scratch or like mar up the surface. So I didn't want to do that with my new square baker. So I'm sliding it in. Also, the handles need to be on the side. It won't close when they're front to back on the stoneware. So I'm going to go bake at what, 350? Oh, 425 for 25 minutes. We're going to go 425 for 15 minutes and check it. My apologies for the sounds. Oh, look, 1530 set. Oh, whoops. Nope. We're going to go custom. Alright, 425. So I hit the custom button, and as high as it'll go is 400, so we're just going to roll with it. So here we go. I apologize for the noise. Next, we are to get the chicken ready, but I'm going to be doing the onion soup mix. So it calls for onion soup mix or our French onion dip. 2 teaspoons of the onion dip to go on the onions or on the chicken, and then the rest of it in the caramelized onions after they've cooked. So let's place the chicken on top of the onions and then top those with half a cup of cheese. And it calls for Swiss, but I am not the biggest fan of Swiss. So what I'm going to do is cut this block in half because it calls for 4 ounces. Instead of weighing it, I'm just going to cut it in half. And then I'm going to use that to shred it so that I can do it faster. Now, if you're not doing very much of the shredding and you have this, or you're getting the garlic slicer, you could put more cheese down in there. Okay, you could use it, but it's going to be quite a bit, so I would rather get her done fast and have it ready. Let me get the lid to this over here. This is not dishwasher safe, but the bottom of it is. So you just slide it in. Snap-a-doodle day. It snaps. It fits and ships. Just kidding. Okay, it's snapped in. This is our little thing to keep it from flying out. We have big grates on the top, which is what's going to be grating. And then we have, it has a lock and an unlock on here. So you want to line up the unlock, lock it into place, and then throw your cheese in here. Probably should have left it in the fridge while we were getting ready so it's not as soft. Comes with 2 batteries, so you don't have to use or figure out where your circuits are if you're running a big appliance. Has a safety here. You hit this button here. I'm going to turn it up a notch. Chunk, not that I care. Okay, battery off first, so it's the first off and the last on. Kind of like a bus route. Okay, and then you unlock this to take it off. This is the drawback to doing the cheese. In this is usually, like, especially if it's soft, you'll have some chunks. I'm gonna eat them. Forgive me. I don't necessarily care because I'm gonna throw it in with the chicken anyway. I think some of it's for the chicken, some of it's for the bread. Meanwhile, combine remaining butter, top with the remaining grated cheese. So half a cup of this is supposed to go on our chicken, which will go on top of our onions. We have this ready. Let me take this off. Did I leave the, oh, I left the blade in there, y'all. I'm dumb. So typically you take the blade off so that you would actually have grated cheese and not grated and then cut with the blade cheese. So it's like cheese crumbles because I didn't pay attention and see that I had a blade in there. And the saying is pampered, not perfect. So, I mean, I don't know that it really matters that it's grated all the way. We'll see how it goes. Those onions are smelling good, y'all. So the other thing that I'm making with this, besides bread, we're gonna have a whole lot of light colored food. Well, I did think about doing, put this over her in the sink, taking this out. Well, say I'm going to. Here we go. Take that off, and then I'll wash that by hand. The other goes in a dishwasher because that's what I like to do. I do not like to wash the dishes by hand. And it's better for water consumption. So we'll move this out of the way. We got our cheese. I'm gonna put it over her. These will be available Friday the 1st. That needs dishwasher. Okay. So I do want some garlic in with my potatoes, and I'm gonna go get a potato. And I want garlic in with the chicken. The recipe does not call for it, but y'all like garlic, so we're gonna do it. I'm only doing 1 clove. Because I'm gonna put some garlic and some French onion in this garlic herb butter. So this is our, I don't remember, 10-inch Brilliance skillet. Where's my jar? So what I'm going to do is, actually, I want to put some French onion in here. And then I'm going to dig out my garlic and put a little bit in there, just so, I really more want this on the bottom than the top, but there we go. We'll scooch it around. So I melted my butter a little bit ago. It was still a little bit warm when I put it down on that. And all I'm going to do is smash these, and then I'm going to put them in the skillet and let them get crispy. So they're already cooked. I use our multi-cooker, and I like to cook up our potatoes. I just basically put them on steam because there are health benefits to eating reheated potatoes after they have cooled for a full 24 hours. Or so the research that I looked at says. So, I'm good with that. Let's scrape this off, because that's going to be delicious. There we go. Throw a little bit of this in here. We could probably put us a little Parmesanos. A little Parmesan. We'll do that. Here, let's check it out. We got some crispies coming on the onions. Okay. I have decided to put some of my seasonings here to make life a little easier, because they were way over in the pantry, and the pantry needs to go away. That's like phase 2 of our remodel. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get this on a low heat so it can be cooking while we're doing stuff. I don't plan to keep you the whole time. I just thought it might be good to see the recipe kind of come together. Okay, low heat that. So that's just garlic and our French onion. We have slices to do, we have chicken to do, and then I think we're done. So we have that grated. We need to put thyme with our butter. We have used almost this whole stick today. So I'm going to put it softened. This butter in here. I'm going to throw our thyme in here, and we're going to spread that on our bread slices here in a bit. And then this is going on our chicken, and we're going to put a few of these in there too. So let me just smash this around. The good news is we're going to have soft bread that we're toasting. And this garlic herb butter is not hard, so it's not going to tear my bread up. I really don't like that when that happens. So this needs to get back in the fridge. Our garlic is ready. Here's our bread. Comes out. It's perfect. Have the bread knife. And a little fleck of crumbity crumb. I'll put this end. I like to leave the end. Try to keep it fresher longer. So I'll cut us a couple of slices. I'm not gonna do 6. It calls for 6 of, I think, French bread. Let's look. 1 loaf of French bread cut into like 6 slices. I thought beer bread would be delicious, so here we are. We'll get those ready, and we'll have some garlicky, cheesy, oniony, thymy, what you want to call it, the bread. I'll do thin slice because I'll make that mine. Oh, that one's real thin. We'll be alright. Okay, and I'll put those on the lid here shortly. I'm going to go ahead and put this back in my, as I try not to stab everything with a knife in my hand, and don't scooch. Beer bread is so good. So I have this in here. I'll cover it. I think we're pretty much just waiting on those onions to get a little bit more done. These are great for the air fryer. They're the microwave crippers. So I'll show you these onions. I should probably give them a stir. So, give them a stir. Here they are. Oh, let me move them around. I'll do it with this butter knife. I believe this air fryer is going to be cooking faster than what my oven would. And y'all, I have a 36-inch oven. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do the air fryer, that, and I wanted it to be a little faster. So we'll see how that goes. But I know these onions, like, they're going to cook now, and then I'm going to cover them with chicken, and then they're going to cook for a while longer. So I don't think it's going to be a real long time. Now, I am not cooking the chicken thighs to 165. I'm going to cook them a little longer because we prefer chicken thighs to be cooked to like 180-ish to 190 because it seems squishy when it's not. Oh, I forgot. We had 2 giveaways. As I point this at you and jiggle my lunch later. So, 1, comment seasoning. If you would like to pick a seasoning, so everyone that comments seasoning for this week, I will put in a drawing, and if I only have one person, then one person gets to pick. But, message me the word seasoning, and you'll be entered into the seasoning giveaway, and then message me the word onion, and I will put you in for this month's giveaway box or prize or potentially Pampered Chef dollars for an order. It just depends on what's going on and if we have any promos, that would be good. Or, you know, extra fall product. We'll see. So many options. So if you'd like to be entered into the giveaway, message me. I always put a link in the description of our streams. Message me the word onion, because we're doing French onion. So like I have a cat hair on my nose. So onion for the monthly giveaway. Seasoning, if you would like a packet or 2 of seasoning, or I might give everybody who comments the word seasoning a seasoning if I have enough, because I have a bowl of them that I would like to give away. So thank you so much for tuning in. Please let me know if there's a recipe that you would like to see me cook, as long as it's not anything that lives in the water, because I don't do that. And I don't do rice, but the Hubs does. I do cauliflower rice, but he does not. So it's fun catering to all the peeps in the household. Anyway, I will let y'all go. Thank you so much for tuning in. Holler if you need anything.